Hello, entrepreneurs. My name is Bimal Shah. I'm on a mission to make pioneers out of entrepreneurs by helping you achieve your 3 year goal in 1 year that's tied to your 25-year vision and 5 year moonshot. I do it through weekly sprints and 90-day leaps. This is the Pioneers Academy podcast, and I'm on a mission to make a million pioneers. And I thought this podcast channel will help you achieve your 3 year goal and jump to the next level. I'm going to be showing lots of training and lots of great episodes, so join on this podcast and get all the training and resources you need to achieve your 3 year goal in 1 year and make yourself a pioneer. I wrote 13 books, Becoming a Pioneer, and you can get all those 13 books on Amazon. We're going to give away to every listener who listens on this podcast a $100 Amazon gift card so you can get all the books and learn how to become a pioneer.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Pioneers Academy podcast, where we help entrepreneurs think differently, grow strategically, and achieve breakthroughs that create lasting success. I'm your host, April, and thank you for joining us for this very special milestone. This is our 100th episode, and today's topic is Secured Wealth Thursday, free attorney access for tax free retirement and legacy. And joining us once again is our very own business strategist, entrepreneur, best-selling author, and the founder of Rajport Achievers, none other than Bimal Shah. Bimal, welcome back to the Pioneers Academy podcast and congratulations on reaching our 100th episode.
Thank you very much. This is a very special episode. It means that we've been consistent and we've been doing this effort for a long time. And this is a 100th episode of season two. So it's not just the first season. So, it's like we have started this journey again and we're reaching at 100 episodes. So great to be here. And because it's a 100th episode, I'm doing something very special, something very meaningful for all of you, is giving you access to a lot of questions that you can answer for free with a free attorney access every Thursday at 4:30, every second and fourth Thursday. So every second and fourth Thursday of the month, you can join for free. You can invite no, and you can ask, get all your questions answered. This is the best expert on advanced tax planning, asset protection, all those things. And these are very, very important for secured wealth because ultimately it's more of what you keep that matters. And that could take you much higher places. And it's not, what you have, it's what you keep that matters. So that's the secret, and that's why the secured wealth, because there's seven enemies who can take away any or some of your wealth in a day, and that's why this special 100th episode we're doing this for anyone who would like to come and attend, and they get access to the attorney for free.
Thank you so much for that, Bimal, and congratulations again on this incredible milestone. I'm sure our listeners are excited to learn more from you. And so let's dive right into this conversation today. And since you have mentioned already that you're going to have and hosting a free Zoom workshops every other Thursdays of the month, where families receive direct access to an attorney, how and where can our listeners register?
So there is a link in the show notes below. It's very simple and easy to remember, free attorney access. I mean, you couldn't forget that. So just go to that link, bit.ly/free attorney access with the first letter capitalized free FAA. And then just go there and register. And whichever date works for you, with now or in the future, just register and show up. You want to bring a friend, you want to bring your own advisors, you want to bring, your own accountants, whoever you want to bring to the workshop and learn all the different advanced. And this is the best expert. You and I am going to be there. We're going to discuss strategies and answer questions. It's going to be very open-ended. It's not a presentation to, pitch or do anything. It's an open-ended platform to answer questions and share advanced strategies that are customized to the audience that is attending at that moment in time. So great resource and very, very special giveaway. That's not just once, but every second and fourth Thursday.
That's so exciting, Bimal. And plus it's totally free. This is so exciting. And I know for sure that our attendees will walk away with so much learnings and they will get to socialize with others and learn from others as well. Thank you for that. And Bimal, for our attendees, you can assure, right, that they will walk away with a customized secured wealth blueprint, regardless of whether they move forward or afterwards the the Zoom meeting. What does that blueprint include, and how is it different from the traditional estate plans that many families already have?
So many traditional estate or financial plans are broken, and there's gaps, or there's things that are missing, or structurally people don't know, or systems. So the secured wealth blueprint is a structured process where we ask questions, and then in the end, the way it is designed, you walk away with a customized blueprint for yourself. So even if you don't do anything or never see me again, you have a customized blueprint in your hands that will answer and give you direction to many of the things that that you need, and that you never knew before, and then you can implement and see a great value in it. So that is the value I give to you. And then when you have seen the result what we deliver, so that's why when you come back, you will get 10 times more when we work together. So the idea of giving something of value to you is to see that you get the result first, and then we start the journey.
That's incredibly generous, Bimal, because I know for sure that that blueprint will provide much more comprehensive strategy that will tailor each family's unique situation. So thank you for that. And now, one of the workshop promise also, right, is to help families eliminate the seven enemies that quietly cost millions in taxes, unnecessary exposures, and lost legacy. Could you share a few examples of what those hidden risks look like in real life?
Yeah, so those seven adversaries and enemies, are common that I've seen over, working for 30 years and with thousands of families: the probate, taxes, creditors, losses, separation, divorce, and your own self, discipline. And these are things that quietly, people think they have misconceptions, or they have done something with one advisor, or they've done something with one attorney, or they've done something here, but the things are not connected, or they thought it was this way but it didn't happen that way. So this is very important, because these are things that can, even very wealthy families, when they pass away, there's conflicts, or money that's gone to different places, or unintended heirs. So if you structure things properly, if you strategically plan your everything properly, then things can continue for legacies and generations to come. And this is how legacies are built, because they took the time to design and build these things properly with all the different advisors in the room. And this is one of the biggest things I see, that the coordination between different advisors. It takes a team to do all the things that you need to do. And when there's no teamwork, when there's no coordination, things can go wrong. And that's why we help, either we bring the team to you, or if there's an existing team you work with, we work with your team, and we make it happen. So that's how we work, and that's what the example and the difference can be.
That's certainly eye-opening, Bimal, because many families don't realize this risk exists until it's too late. And having an understanding about this as early as possible will really give people the opportunity to make informed decisions and better protection on everything they've worked so hard to build. Thank you. Now, Bimal, your partner attorney focuses on creative estate planning, asset protection, and advanced strategies like FLPS and ITS. How does providing free attorney access family um, will help the families discover gaps in their current plans that could expose a significant portion of their estate to unnecessary taxes.
So there is no, standardized prototype plan that works for everyone. Everyone needs a custom design plan, and people think that, if you do this, you're well taken care of. That's a myth. The plan needs to be custom designed based on your goals. So we take a comprehensive approach, understanding your goals and objectives, and then work as a team to design the plan with the attorney, accountant, the advisor, me, and everybody else, on the same page. And to be on the same page, you have to create the page first. So that's what we do. And, the blueprint and everything is designed before we go to building it, and that's what happens. And so that's the workshop is designed to kind of give education and understanding on what every aspect is for, and what they do, and what it's not for, and who it's for, and who it's not for, and what it can accomplish, or how you can structure it, so people get an idea, and then they can come back and work with us.
And I think that's what makes this workshop so unique. You're not just giving a general information, but it's about helping families identify the opportunities and what is suitable for their situations also. So thank you for that, Bimal. Now, you often talk about the coordination gap between CPAs, attorneys, and financial advisors. So how does the Secured Wealth Thursdays workshop bring those professionals together to create one coordinated wealth strategy instead of everyone working independently?
So this is why we openly invite, say this is not just for you. You want to bring your advisor into the workshop, be more than happy to bring them and, talk to them and answer their questions. And there's no cost to it. So, and we limit to a certain number of seats, so we keep it highly engaging and interactive. So it's not like there's, hundreds or 200. We limit to like 10 to 12 attendees at a time. And then if it's full, we say, okay, you can see us in the next one coming up, and we can, book you on the next one. So this is why it is, it's we look at each cohesive team, and if you want to bring, then you also bring your team. And because sometimes the client would like their advisors to know about this, they bring them onto this workshop as well. So now if they don't have one, then we have an entire team that, we can bring to the table. So that's the difference and advantage that almost, other advisors don't have, or don't bring to the table. Um, and where they are by themselves, so they have to work with others, and where we initiate that from the get-go.
That makes perfect sense, Bimal. Thank you for letting us know. So since it is still limited for now, I really encourage that once this goes out on YouTube and on Captivate, please do check on the show notes below and secure your seats, everyone. Thank you, Bimal. Now, for someone who already has a professionally prepared estate plan but feels something might still be missing, what can they expect if they bring their existing documents to one of these Thursday sessions?
So, we can't evaluate documents right on the spot, but what we can do is listen, if you have certain questions, we can answer it, and then, you can, send us, those documents for review, and then we can get back to you. But we can answer specific questions. It's a Zoom workshop, it's interactive, there's other folks in the room, so we don't want to have any private data or anything related, but we can, s- review that afterwards, after the meeting is done, and then then whatever they decide. So but if they have some general questions, or they're curious about certain aspects, or what will happen if this happens, or what will happen if this happens, or can this pass on to my great grandkid, or something like that, we can answer, and we can tell you. So this is why we provide access to, on a recurring basis. So, you can get answers to your questions, and then we can take the next steps.
Thank you so much for that reminder for everyone who would like to secure their seats with their existing documents already. Thank you, Bimal. Now, what books of your 13 book series highlight tax strategies, grants, and free money? And how can our listeners and viewers access these books?
So I've written a 13 book series. I talk about, paying the least necessary tax. Everybody has a fundamental right to pay only what's needed. You don't need to pay anything more than what you have to. So there are strategies that exist. And, we talk about the resources in the books, earlier books from books 1 through 5. And then there's some books in the later where you have the links and resources there to access those and strategies. So because it's a complete system from beginning to end, books 1 to 13, I'm offering a $100 Amazon gift card that you can get. And with this gift card, you can access all the books, and complete book series. So get this gift card, $100 Amazon gift card from the show notes below, and make yourself a pioneer. Hello, pioneers and entrepreneurs. My name is Bimal Shah. I'm on a mission to make pioneers out of entrepreneurs by helping you achieve your 3-year goal in 1 year that is tied to your 25-year vision and 5-year moonshot. I do it through 90-day leaps and weekly sprints and through my own proprietary 4-leap system. I've also written 13 books, the Becoming a Pioneer series. I've founded the Pioneers Academy, the Pioneers platform, and several resources that help you on several different platforms: the Thrive platform, Transform platform, and Transcend platform. So these are resources and tools that I built for you to double your business in a year and scale exponentially and become the only one in your business.